And here we go. Wonderful Five are going to be on Axis. And Crawl are going to be on that attacking allied team. It's going to be good to see these two. My money's probably on Wonderful Five, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see how the game plays out. Who have we got on scope? Oh, hang on. Why has it changed? Hang on. Wait, I need to be on stream, don't I? Not on spectate. Or not. Looks different. Where's the strange. I don't quite know where my the health bars have gone and everything, but a bit strange. I don't know why that's changed. Interesting. I haven't got any health bars showing up or anything. That's really odd. Why has it done that? Why have I lost those? Now I'm gonna have to kind of guess who's on what. I'm on streaming. Change team. Streamer. Can't even click between players at the minute. What's happening? Okay, I can't actually change players. This is really awkward. Why is it doing this? Has anything changed at LAN end? Oh, there we go. I can change now. Right, so it's let me change, but there's no kind of health bar. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's fine. But now I can't change. It's doing it. What is happening? There we are. Right, that's better. Right, okay. Problem solved. There we go. Problem fixed. We're all good. Washed. Welcome in, buddy. Okay. Stormy opening up with an A kill on Sanix. And Wonderful Five did take that first round. They did manage to get that one. Toja is going to have that shotgun and Thompson combo. And on his opposite number is going to be Rampage with the shotgun and the M1 Garand. Zix is going to be looking just from bombed out house, just towards MG. He's now going to push north. Go into Allied spawn house, just stop for a little think. Not quite sure why he's stopping, but there we go. Recycle Man's going to be checking B with that scope. Doesn't see anything of note. That smoke, I think, is the Axis teams. That is going to block Recycle Man's vision completely. They are still a man down. Cool, they haven't actually managed to regain that and knock a player off. Wonderful Five, and we're over a minute. Ayla now gets dropped. Toja dropped as well. QK is sitting right in the doorway of warehouse. Six just making his way around. He is quite out in the open though. He does need to be careful. There are 10 Axis eyes out there looking for him. Recycle Mine picks up the M1, but then gets dropped by Tigler. Zix then finds him just after. If any of you was a second or two earlier, he might have saved his teammate, but QKs is going to make that 2-0 to Wonderful Five. Yeah, and probably a map you'd feel a bit more confident on is the Axis. It depends on how your push is as allies, but B is probably going to be the favoured bomb. We may well see a few more B pushes as we did earlier. A few good smokes on that cart. Wonderful shot from Tigler to find Zix and Toja. The shotgun is dropped for Crawl really quickly. B-bomb site, I think, is a target here, but Crawl may have to switch around because Recycleman and Hayler aren't going to take this off a 5-man Wonderful Five. Norby sees a player in mid.
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
There we have it, another round to Wonderful Five. They're looking pretty good. That was a really good scope play at the beginning, just to knock off a few quite important players. So, good play from Tigler there to get a good few kills. Norby hasn't actually been in the game at all. He hasn't been killed, nor has he had a kill. That nade was thrown, I think, by an American footballer. That was a insanely long nade to go right past the Allies' heads. Tigler finding Toja again, Rampage, and finding Hadler. All before Recycle Man even gets his vision on B-bomb site. QK's then finding Zix, and it's going to be Recycle Man left on his own, and he's quickly going to be dropped by Rampage. A timeout called from Toja, just to try and slow things down a bit, maybe have a chat about how their pushes are going. They're kind of just seem to be trickling in at the minute, and they're being picked off quite easily. So something is going to need to change. Also, I'm out of tea. That's very upsetting. If anybody wants to quickly run round with a cup of tea or a coffee, I'd be very grateful. Yeah, not surprised the timeout was called. Pro do need to mix something up here and just change the flow of the game, because Wonderful Five are starting to run away with it. 4 rounds pretty convincingly. Is definitely not a good start, not something they'd want to try and come back on. So let's see if the timeout does any good. They still have a minute left. They may as well use it. May as well use it right up to the minute. I think they're going to. Let's see how they do when they come back off this timeout. Sometimes it changes things. Sometimes teams that call it tend to come back with a different perspective on the game. Sometimes nothing happens at all. And sometimes the team that didn't call the timeout then goes and punishes the other team even more so. Going to be interesting to see, but there's only a couple of seconds left. Crawl are going to use every second possible, and why not? You don't get infinite amount of timeouts in a game. I think you only get 2. So they may as well use it. And here we go. We're coming back. Things seems to have changed by the looks of it. Tigler with the scope and the Thompson. Dormy, the only man on the team without a secondary. Tigler sitting by cart, looking for a B push. I don't know whether Crawl are going to slow things down a bit here. Maybe try and play the game a bit differently. Rampage is going to be sitting in MG house with that shotgun, just covering those stairs. That's going to give someone a headache. Yeah, Crawl have definitely slowed the game down a bit. Recycle Man picking up that scope kill onto Tigler, who was just caught out in the open. Recycle Man did well to win that one. That may well open up B for them. They might try and capitalise on that. Well, I'm guessing another Wonderful Five member is going to rotate over and take position of where Recycle Man was. Sorry, Tigler was, beg your pardon. The kills start coming back into Wonderful Five's way though. 2 kills picked up. Zix and Toja dropped. Recycle Man is dropped eventually. So is Sanox. It's going to be Hadler on his own. Looks for that headshot on the player in match and gives his position away. That nade bounces off the roof and it's not looking good for Crawl. Crawl are just not in a good mode at the minute. They don't really seem to be gelling. Their shots are going a bit wild. Hadler's nade is well, the less said about that the better. But yeah, Crawl 5 I don't think have come back too fresh off that timeout. So let's see if anything can change. Wonderful 5 seem to be keeping their grenades as well. I think Rampage was the only one to use his. Hayler's going to look for that jump onto the roof to try and get good vision onto the back of B. He's got there a lot quicker than most people do, actually. Done well to get on there. Gives him really good vision from height on that B-bomb site. Max is now making his way towards MG. He is backed up by another team member there, both keeping their heads down. Rightly so, because there is an MG42 loaded and ready to go. Max has to be careful here. Zix is slowly making his way around as well. It's really time consuming to crawl around there, but it is worth it. That push is pulled off. Stormy and Tigler both getting headshots. See how this MG push goes. I have a feeling they might run into Rampage. I haven't looked. I'll have a bit more of an interesting play when it happens. They are indeed. There is Rampage. He is eventually taken down by Sanox. There is a second player there. Uses that edge of the door to bounce that grenade off and gain a bit of ground. He is now on his own against a 4-man Wonderful 5. "30 seconds left. That's what I mean about that crawl to MG House being time consuming. You need to capitalise on it if you're going to do it."
Axis win.
Eventually Sanox was dropped. Good play from Norby. Stormy will happily grab that Thompson and give it to a teammate. No, in fact, he's going to keep it. He's going to go Car-Thompson combo. Why not? Good idea. Probably my favourite. Tigler just going for the pistol. Rampage going for the shotgun pistol as well. He did get taken down, so seems fair. 3 nades going off by Crawl. Wouldn't be so bad if they probably capitalised on where they're putting those nades. Like if they're popping those nades over to B, maybe rush B. I don't know. Maybe if you're not going to rush it, maybe keep those nades for a bit later. But the fact they're using those nades and no kills seem to be coming off and they're not really gaining ground from using the nade. I don't know, maybe they'd be better off keeping them. Zix caught way out in the open there. Tigler will take those kills all day long. Cycleman finding Norby, beg your pardon. Rampage still waiting on those MG stairs. QKez is going to be guarding Warehouse. Don't think he's going to get any action here because Crawl members seem to be dropping before they even get there. Hi Pyro, what are you doing here? Just coming in for a look. Cycleman pushing up into Mansion. I don't know if he's going to be greeted by anyone. He isn't. Although he does need to check. Wait, hang on, why is Pyro joining allies? Okay, now he's disconnecting. Attaboy. Bit weird. Thought he I thought he was going to be their 6th man for a minute. Another timeout being called here. That is, I think, their only timeout they had left. So we're all looking to kill a bit more time here with another timeout. We're going to have to wait for that one to just to wind down. Again, nothing against teams that use timeouts, but one does always question whether they're actually used to discuss things or whether they're just used to try and disrupt the flow. But either way, the first one didn't have the trick. I don't know whether the second one's going to do it. We'll see. Maybe they are just wanting to change the pace of the game a bit into their favour if they can. But that's never easy to do. Last few seconds coming up. Here we go. We're kicking back in. Okay, Crawler going to try again. They've tried slowing things down. They haven't really tried a big rush yet. At least not in a big stack. I don't think this is going to be it either. They're popping those nades over to B and towards cart, but they're not really doing anything after it. They now have one nade in the team, a smoke, and they haven't really gained any ground. Once they've used those nades, they're then kind of sort of slowly, not even convincingly picking a place to attack. I think that smoke, Toja has used it on A. Zix gets picked off by QKez. I think QKez is streaming as well. I think he's doing his point of view. You guys follow him on Twitch. Just finds a second onto Recycle Man. Toja nearly dies by friendly fire. Instead, he's going to stand on a window ledge and get shot. Sanox finds QKez. He's going to be the last man. Tries to get... He just teases it, and Rampage is going to catch him completely. I think that was probably the... I don't know, the closest Crawl have come to getting a plant, but... Yeah, they need to find a way into this, because... I have a feeling Rampage are going to be a pretty strong attacking team. Nothing to say that they're going to be... Well, they're not going to be 9-0 down in a minute. But let's see. Stranger things have happened. Tiglet is quite far forward with the scope. He does have a Thompson as well, I think. He does. Adler congratulating the shot there. Nice nade from Sanox. Attack nade onto the cart. Tigler caught in the wrong place. We did see a player on B. They've actually tried to get a bit more aggressive on B here, which is good. Recycle Man though runs right into Norby, and just like that, Toja's left on his own, and he's taken down. It's one-way traffic. It really is. I hope we're not going to see another 13-0, but it could happen. That nade right over towards B. This is a bit better. This looks a lot more aggressive. QKez does get a kill. Zix finds Norby. Toja didn't manage to get a shotgun kill. It's a lot more aggressive from Crawl. It's better. It's kind of at least got some damage onto Wonderful 5 and got them kind of pressured at least. It didn't look like Wonderful 5 had been pressured at all yet. And then it just kind of slowed. Recycle Man missed that. And he shouldn't really be missing them. I think Sanox is planning attack nade into Mansion. I think he was standing on that ledge, or near the ledge. Good shot from Recycle Man there. Found Rampage. Zix recovering. B certainly looks like it is their target. I think Zix is just going to be hunting, just pushing around the back of the bomb site, just looking in those alleyways, just making sure things are clear. And it looks like they are. Is he tempted to go into spawn? I don't think he needs to. He's going to pop that nade over to the back of B. Kind of wasted that, really. Didn't really need to do it, but there we are. And QKez is going to find him. I think he got that kill from Mansion. And Wonderful Five are doing well just to not use that far right-hand side window because they know that Recycle Man can just get that from Warehouse. This is brave of Recycle Man. This is really brave. Probably a bit too brave. 8 seconds. He's looking for the final kill, but I don't think he's going to get it.
Allies eliminated.
Nope, QKez is going to find him instead.
Win.
It's going to be 10-0. Wonderful Five. I didn't expect it to be this one-sided. But there you go. Anything happens at LAN, right? Two nades going for Wonderful Five. Let's tag Toja with the shotgun. Oh, good nade from Toja though. Uses that tack nade just to get Stormy as he runs into MG House window. 2 kills for both sides. QKez making it 3, but then dropped in return. So it's 2v2. Promising from Crawl. This is better. They're actually getting their names on the scoreboard. Hadler still hasn't done that yet. Toja's only done it once. Tigler finding Zix. It's going to be Sanox on his own. He does get that headshot. It's now 1v1. Rampage is going to have to keep his head down just to try and protect that big lead they have. Sanox pushing all the way back round. He does have time to either push through Mansion, try and get that. But Rampage, I think, is going to be expecting that. Or is Sanox going to go to A? I mean, Rampage doesn't really have to do anything else. He's covered from both sides. He can hear anyone coming from MG. As soon as he hears that plant go down on A, he is going to spring into action. There it is. He does have a shotgun here. Both players are going to be looking for each other. That smoke goes down. So looks for that headshot. Didn't quite get it. He did then. Well played. Gets him on the scoreboard. 10-1. Isn't going to be a 13-0. Thankful of that. I'm sure Crawl are as well. Tag there from Zix onto QKez. Although QKez shaking it off and dropping Recycle Man. On MG House didn't quite get the kill onto Stormy. But definitely pushed him back inside. Hader taking that nade off his dead comrade. With respects, I'm sure. This is the last round before the half, and I'm sure Crawl would want to go into this at least 10-2 if they can, just to give themselves a little bit of hope. It's not much, but it's something. They are one... I was about to say they're one man up, but Rampage quickly evens that up. Toja pops that smoke over. He's going to go over the cart along with that grenade. Just going to obscure that vision from Mansion. Potentially give them room to plant at the front of B. There's a perfect smoke, but he's... What was that? Oh, was that a grenade? Didn't actually... Must have got tagged on the leg there, but 96 HP taken off there. That was pretty good. Finding Stormy, and unfortunately Toja not. Where the hell is Hadler? I mean, why not? You may as well. I don't quite know what the plan is from up here. He did get Rampage, fair enough. He has good vision onto Mansion as well. Fair enough. You know what? What do I know? I don't even think Hadler expected players to kind of walk out in front there, but you know what? They did. Fair play, 10-2 at the half. It is not completely over for Crawl. They now have the chance to defend. Wonderful Five are going to probably, I would imagine, be quite aggressive. See, I'm sure they're not going to want to waste any time. They're going to be aggressive but clever. Here we go. First round coming in on the half. 145 now attacking. Nothing seems to have changed. Scope is still the same. So there's a shotgunner by the look of it. Tigler getting right into the action early on. Finds a player coming out of MG house. Norby finding that grenade kill onto Sanax. Both teams using up most of their grenades. Crawl choosing to save 2 though, which is good. Rampage popping that smoke onto A. Are we going to see the first big A push? Maybe. Tigler through mid. Rampage just getting a little bit of damage on MG. How he's going to wait for that smoke to plume up and then potentially try and get the plant. He's going to be probably the favourite man to do it with the shotgun. Bravely dives out. Norby and Cellar, although Rampage gets taken down by Zix eventually. This is where Crawl can shine. They can be pretty good on defence. They can put up a strong defence. They're going to make it really hard for Wonderful Fire. Certainly have done so far. Stormy and QK's left with only 30 seconds to go. Stormy needs to get the plant down. A nade has just been used. And, Stormy just misses that. But he doesn't miss that. Recycle Man picks up the last 2 kills. He's going to make it 10-3. Well played. Is this the start of a comeback?
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Comeback is on, ladies and gents. It is on like Donkey Kong. Crawl. I'm going to crawl their way back into this. See what I did there? I'm here all week. Actually, just all weekend, but after that, I'm here all week. Sanax is going to be man at MG house. Nothing changed so far. Toja has managed to get into warehouse with the shotgun. That's going to be super helpful. That means the guy at the back of B probably doesn't have to peek too much. Hadler gets heavily damaged, I'm guessing by a grenade. He is in mid-mansion though, and he's actually by A. Yeah, maybe it's just going to be the man that just kind of hangs back, I guess, and just sort of almost a spare man. I guess once 145 reveal their tactics, we might see Halo just commit to one side, but at the minute he seems to be a bit of a spare defender. Good nade from Recycle Man, caught by Rampage. Smoke going down at Cart again. I think that is the allied one. Stormy just at piano. Tempted by Archway, but I don't think he thinks it's clear yet. Tigler and QK's both picking up kills. 3v3. A bullet just came over. Was that from MG House? I'm not quite sure, but whatever it was, it sprung Stormy into action. QK's finding Hadler 2v2. Stormy finding Zix. It's going to be Toja left with the shotgun and the car. Last we checked, he was in warehouse. He's now in mid-mansion. He does have a smoke as well. If he puts that to good use, it'll definitely help him. He was spotted though. He's going to... I'm not quite sure where that smoke... I think he wanted to try and smoke all of MG, but
Allies win.
Didn't get the chance to because he ran right into QKS, who hadn't actually moved off the bomb site. So good play to him. 11-3. Bit of a sloppy round, but still a round nonetheless. We've been exchanging of weapons for Wonderful 5 as well. Two rounds away from taking this, Wonderful 5. And Axis player has actually pushed up quite far. I'm not quite sure who that is. Jukez finding Recycle Man. Toja back in warehouse. Taylor might just peek in mid. If he pushes out, he could have a good rotate. Could be where Cruel try and mix things up a little bit. Oh, he misses that kill though. He's going to have to back off quite quickly. And he runs into a second player and does. He runs right into QKez. I don't know why he challenged there because he was right out in the open. Oh, Norby, I think, had jumped on the ledge. I think Toja may have forgotten about that. That smoke on cart is looking really good. Zix pops a grenade over. Doesn't prevent the plant. Doesn't get the kill either. He's on his own. Prevent this from going to match point, and he doesn't. Could well be a Wonderful 5 win. Here we go, match point. Cruel are going to have to do something really special here. Let's get 9 rounds on the trot. Stormy, he's going to make it hard for them. The Recycle Man is going to even it up. Norby then finds Zix. Zix then takes Rampage from the Afterlife. 3v3. Is probably harder for defense because they're so spread out on carentan when they start losing players, whereas with the allied team, they can usually stack those players onto one bomb site. But because it's... I'm not quite sure what Hadler's looking at. Checking the wallpaper, maybe? But when the Axis players start to thin out, it's much harder for them. Primarily on a map like carentan, Recycle Man boosts that gap, takes down Norby. Second pops that nade just by the door, just to cover his retreat, but Stormy uses another window, 2v2. Cruel have Hadler and Sanox left to try and defend. Stormy and QKez. They have only 30 seconds though. QKez might try and peek his way over to the mansion window. I don't think he's given his position away. In fact, he hasn't because he's still quiet. This could be good. He gets one. And needs to pick a bomb site. I think A could be the one. Sanox finds Stormy. Oh, that nade should have gone the other side. Oh dear. I think Sanox gambled that he was going to be on the closer side. But he isn't. Now it's really tough. I was going to say really tough for Sanox, but obviously not that tough. Looked at the right position at the right time and found him. He's going to make it 12-4.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
See what happens. Only 8 rounds to go for Cruel to stick in this. That last round is always tougher. It's like that last hour at work. It just seems to be so much more of a struggle. It just seems to drag. Maybe Norby is going to lead the charge. It could well be a B rush. I think it looks like it's going to be. Good nade to get to the back. And Tigler, that smoke on Kai is going to be good. Stormy is already in warehouse. Takes down Hadler. Recycle Man did get an MG kill, but was taken down soon after that. 3v2. This has to be the round for Wonderful 5. If we can get the plant down at the front, that could just be a GG. Oh, these bullets are random, but not random enough. Maybe too random. QKS finds Sanox. There's going to be Zix left. He gets tagged in the top of Mansion. And there it is. GG's being called. Well played. I think Wonderful 5 just didn't want to mess around any longer. No joking on that last round. A big B rush can normally secure it. Well played to them. Well played to Crawl as well. They did not go down without a fight. Right, I'm quickly going to pop to the little boys' room. Quickly see what other server is being used at the minute, if any. Who else have we got? Okay, we have Burgundy. Who's on Burgundy?